Oh, well then it's here. Well, let's all talk about the Barron County Fair, how it was formed and what happened. It was formed June 15th, 1877 in Barron. The first president was W.W. Finn and the first vice president was John Corderer. The first fair was held September 25th and 26th, 1877 in Barron. The total receipts, $103.75. And the disbursements were $49.45, way different than today. This amount was paid, $23 was paid in premiums for a total of 13 entries, which included 1 stallion, 1 draft horse, a team of oxen, several hogs, some fruit and vegetables.
About sir?
Got a couple.
Halt. Exercise finished.
You know, they're actually having that. Yeah, but still.
Lift my head up, that's when you tell them to drop. And I'll say, well, you're again. Just fell away. Throw it.
Stay.
Right here. Set your dog.
Pitch.
Take it. Finish. Exercise finished. Remember that one year that we
Jump. Go. Go. Jump. Jump.
About turn. Halt. Yep. Sit. Yep. Right forward. Belly up. Belly. Halt. Forward. Bella. Heel. Halt. Bella. Six. Bella. Stay. Call your dog. Bella, come. Bella, leg it. Call your dog. Bella, come. Finish. Send your dog. Bella, go get it.
In the car, so
Bella, get, sit. Take it. Finish. Heel. Heel. Exercise finish.
get to play and grab you.
I'm going to be totally quiet. She's like the women.
Stay.
Come look at the pin on this thing. No, come look at the pin on this freaking thing.
Blue one. I got this.
Justin.
Okay, are you ready? Forward. Over here. Halt. One more. Forward. Left turn. Sit.
Hey, listen. Tell her again.
Bella, sit.
Bring them to you. If they just sit, leave them. Okay? No, that's true.
But I
Yeah. So don't go in a crowd of bunches today. Ready? Come on in. Maybe start in the corner.
Hi, I'm Emma Bartz. I will be the incoming ag teacher at Prairie Farm High School in the fall. Here today at the Barron County Fair we have the Kitty Barn, and this is a place where parents and their small children, normally before high school ages, can come in and we can learn a little bit about agriculture, different areas. We've got lots of activities, veggie races behind here where kids can make cars out of vegetables and then race them down the track. We've got some pedal tractors where kids can race each other through the obstacle course that our students have made. We've also got a kiosk where people can play games about agriculture, anywhere from animals to plants to farming simulations, stuff like that. We've got our apple trees over here where they can pick the apples and then learn fun facts about apple production, different things like that. Behind us here, we've got our little kiddie pools for the really young tykes, and they can play in corn and soybeans. Instead of having sand, it's more agricultural friendly for them to learn about that. And then we've also got some information here about different feed crops and then milk orientation stuff. And then we'll also have a station on chicks and how they grow and where they live and stuff like that. So this is just a little bit about what we do. The Prairie Farm FFA students are in charge of the Kitty Barn every year, and so we try and do some of the same stuff that went well and then change up some of the stuff for next year as well. So a little bit of what we do here at the Barron County Fair.
1899 they moved to its present location here in the city of Rice Lake, where we are today, and on land leased from a W.P. Burroughs from Madison. They purchased this property in 1911. The advantage were it had electricity, lights, water, and sewer connections. In 1913, the county appropriated $2,000 for an agricultural building and $1,000 for a cattle barn. And the first board of directors were W.S. Grover, a Dallas Township pioneer and the county's second county clerk. He is famous for hiding the county records in a hollow, cut-out wooden chair and carrying it from Rice Lake to Barron on a cold wintry night. And the county records have been kept in Barron ever since.
I got a phone with the camera now.
No, he's doing 3 kids at once.
What you doing?
3 kids at once.
Oh.
Going for 4.
Somehow it's not a very
She is all ready to enjoy her time at the fair. I am dressed in a 100% wool jacket with a cap that is made from 50% wool. I am happy you are watching the sheep show, and I hope you enjoy the fair. This is Bridget Frogness. These are our 3 entries in the Lamb Lead contest. The trophy today will be donated by
name is Mitchell Devine. I'm from Birchwood, Wisconsin. I'm part of the Brill Harvesters 4-H Club. And as you can see, there's a feed sack on my foot here. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to bull ride. I've always wanted to be a bull rider. I saw the movie 8 Seconds for the first time, and I thought, boy, those guys are the best. You know, they're real athletes, real cowboys, and they get all the pretty women. So I thought, well, let's try her out. So I grew up in a little town just north of here, and I never got the chance to really bull ride. I went to a lot of bull rides, but I never had the connections. But this year, I went to UW River Falls, and they had a rodeo program there, and I thought, you know what? Let's start it, you know, let's try to get a program going here. So I helped them out at a couple of rodeos, pulled some chutes, moved some bulls, this, that, and the other thing. And I went to a clinic on the 25th of May, that was a couple months ago, and I got on the first couple bulls, got there, got all my equipment ready to go, and that was quite the experience. You get the adrenaline going, and it's just a great time. And I actually rode my second bull ever for 8 seconds. He was a pretty good bull. And day 2, we actually woke up at about 7 o'clock, went to bed at 3 o'clock a.m. the same day. We had to hang up gates and take care of bulls and some other stuff like that. So got on bull number 2, just same procedure, get on, you know, tying my hand, whatever. And I was kind of sliding off, so I was trying to get out of the way fast enough, and the bull, well, I got in the bull's way. He moved his butt over and stepped right on my tibia and broke it.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, it was fractured in 3 places, and so I was in a hard cast for 4 weeks, and then I was in this walking booth for another 4 weeks. So in another maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be going to rehab a couple times a week. Hopefully get back on here pretty soon, and I will be riding for the River Falls Rodeo team here in the fall. We have a rodeo the second weekend in September, so come on down. It's going to be a great show. We're going to travel to North and South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, and River Falls. So look forward to seeing you guys down there. And come out to the fair. We'd appreciate it.
And you got Las Vegas in December.
That's the plan.
1881 to 1898, it was held in Chetek. And in those years at Chetek, that's when harness racing first started in the fair. And one of the fastest horses in the area ran away with the driver, and it ran a really long ways, and it was killed between Cumberland and Barron. And my father purchased a share of stock, which later on was transferred to my name and became 9. So that was my first getting interested in the fair when we transferred that. We moved into the more modern area quickly in 1977 when we celebrated our 100th birthday. And that year, longtime manager Adolf Berge resigned, and he was replaced by present manager Tim Heffernan, which is me.
She's like, oh, it's...
Well, good afternoon, everybody. This beautiful Barron County day for our fair. I'd like to start by introducing myself. I'm John Blaskowski, and I'm your MC for this opening ceremony representing Mosaic Telecom, also sponsoring the beautiful grandstand. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the 136th Barron County Fair. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Barron County Fair Board President, Kevin Roski.
Last night when I was trying to sleep, I got a text from a hired man of mine. He said, I'm on my way to the hospital with my wife. They're expecting their third child. And I thought to myself, it takes a community to raise a child. Then I thought to myself, you know, it takes a community to put on a fair like this. Over $30,000 donated to help us put on this fair this year, not counting county support. We have over 60 vendors. We have over 4,000 exhibits on the grounds. We have almost 10 species of animals. There's something for everyone here at the Barron County Fair. It takes a community to put on a show. If one of them events ever quit, the fair would have a hole. The fair night might not be able to go on if some of our superintendents says we can't do it anymore and nobody was there to fill in. Barron County is a beautiful place to live, and right now, the next 5 days, the Barron County Fair will be the best place in the county to be. And I welcome each and every one of you here today, and for the week, let's have a good time. Thank you.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets spread glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
If you know, please remain standing for the raising of the flag by our veterans as Chuck Kirkwood plays to the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you know, please welcome our guest speaker for these opening ceremonies, Barron County Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald.
Thank you. What are the numbers 600, 1,000, and 60? All of those separate numbers mean to you? What they mean to me is they are our future. They are the number of kids in 4-H, over 600 in Barron County. There's over 1,000 kids that are members of the Barron County Boys and Girls Club across Barron County. And there's over 60 kids looking for mentors in the kinship program across the county. These numbers are our future, and the Barron County Fair is a big part of our future. There's also many more kids involved in organizations, from youth athletics to different restorative justice, different clubs across the county, after-school activities, and different things like that. So these numbers that I said are just a small portion of the youth of Barron County. The fair offers many opportunities for these youth, and I want to thank the Fair Board and all of the organizations that put on the fair for giving these kids a place to grow, whether it's getting an animal ready for a show, prepping to show a project for 4-H, working in the barns, or just greeting people as the fair. It's teaching them the skills for the future of Barron County. They are our future leaders, and the fair offers this opportunity for them. We need to continue as a community to protect our youth and to give them these opportunities. And the fair does that in just about every way, as you can see across the next 5 days. All of the youth running the booths, just like across the way here, all run by youth. This 4-H stand in front of us that has the greatest pie shakes around. So if you're a parent, I want to thank you for taking your kids to these events, for getting them the rides that they need to get to, for the work that they need to be at. If you're a business here today that supports the fair, thank you, either financially or for services that you provide for that. Thank you, all of you, for coming to the fair and walking through and supporting our youth and visiting the 4-H booth, giving these positive comments to our youth today. Thank you for your continued support of that. That is why the Sheriff's Department is heavily involved in youth through a lot of youth programs, supporting our youth, because someday I hope that the youth of Barron County put me out of work. I hope there's no crime that I have to go to. The youth of Barron County need to be thanked also. 5 years ago, I went to the Barron County youth and said, no more accidents involving kids. No more accidents involving youth alcohol. And today, 5 years later, we haven't had a youth-related alcohol tragedy in Barron County. And that's not because of the work law enforcement has done, it's because of the work our youth have done in taking care of themselves and each other. So thank our youth for that. Lastly, I want to thank all of you for the support you give local law enforcement, not just at the fair, but year-round. Without you, we can't do our job the way that it's done. For the tips you give us, the support you give us, and the thanks every day that you give us for keeping you safe. You are what make Barron County great. It's a great place to live, work, and play. So enjoy the next 5 days at the fair. We'll be here to keep you safe. Have fun, and remember, always buckle up. Thank you.
Chris? At the conclusion, veterans are invited to the chapel for singing of patriotic songs and a talk by Peter Human. And also the great cook-off will be at the Youth Expo building. We will now close with the singing of God Bless America. We're going to need a volunteer to help us out. Can you come up and help us out, Jessica? Get us started, everybody will join in.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with light from above, from the mountains
Jessica. She ad-libbed that one. She wasn't scheduled to do that, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, Tim Heffernan ordered some excellent weather for the next remainder of the fair, and as you can tell, it was delivered on time. So we're looking forward to a great week. Wonderful weather. There's plenty of activities and events going on throughout the fair. Take advantage of every one of those. Indulge in the fair. Enjoy it while it's here. It's gone next week. I hope you enjoy our great annual event. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and fairgoers of all ages, I now declare the 136th Barron County Fair is now open. Thank you.
In '65, the livestock was sale started to teach meat animals production to the youth of Barron County, and they're celebrating 50 years of that sale this year. This is a great scholarship program for youth, and it was used, the sale goes to finance education for herd improvement for the project. And the first year of the program took in $2,486.88. And in 2008, it took in $123,084. The grand total to this point, this was written by me in 2009, was $2,387,483.75.
Our first event of the fair is our concession food judging contest. We're calling it the Barron County Flavor of the Fair. So, new for 2014. So we'd like to ask you, come on up and watch what's going on. We've got our distinguished panel of judges, starting with Michelle Gabriel from Johnson Bank, Bruce Kringle, Fair Board member, Sheriff Chris Fitzgerald, Brandon Porter from the Food and Beverage Director of the Holiday Inn in Duluth, Steve Harrington is the mayor of Rice Lake, and Karen Harum is the director of the Rice Lake Chamber of Commerce. So thank you for participating in this tough challenge here, guys. Nobody's going to turn down free food. But we've got vendors from the entire fairgrounds are going to bring samples of their best products, anywhere from funnel cakes to corn dogs to cheesesteaks, carameled apples, cotton candy. Caramel corn's already up here, so for the next hour we're going to be scoring those foods, and the winner is going to get the banner to place in their booth proclaiming the best flavor of the fair in either an appetizer, entree, or dessert.
I've never been bribed so much today in my whole entire life walking up and down here. All right. Let me know.
All right, thank you.
37% of our visitors come from outside of Barron County. Of those people, 33% stayed in hotels, motels, etc. 19% with friends, 9.5% at campgrounds, 38.1% with some other type of accommodations. We don't know, they stayed someplace, we don't know where. Each visitor in 2006 spent an average of $80.39, and of that, $45.26 was spent at the fair.
Okay, you don't want to spoil your
Yeah. And who's our dessert people? And our appetizer people?
No, that's okay.
Obviously, that leaves.
It's us.
we're a tourist attraction. We draw people from over a large area. I talked tonight to a gentleman who was here watching the harness races. He came from Oshkosh. Found ways to come see horse races, but one of our older horse race fans, he comes, follows the horses no matter where they go.
I just took a peek and it's like, wow.
Here, you need to.
Oh, they each got one.
Well, what about me?
Oh!
What, you want to share? No. Hey, we're sharing content.
Okay, what the judges got was for dessert, they got cannolis, which we hand make the filling out of powdered sugar, ricotta cheese, mini chocolate chip, and fill them up. They're in a chocolate roll and a little powdered sugar over the top. For the appetizer, they got what I call cheesy bacon bites. It's something I came up with over the winter. I take a cube of mozzarella cheese, wrap it in homemade pizza dough, and then wrap a piece of bacon around that, deep fry it, and serve it with pizza sauce. For an entree, the judges got my Italian beef, Chicago style I might add, sandwich, which is an Italian beef and a very good au jus with giardiniera on it and a pepperoni pepper to go with it. Very good seller at my stand.
Our various
and your stand is?
Mia Manja, the Italian food vendor right down the line.
In a food judging contest.
Well, as I said in the history, I started managing here a long time ago, and I didn't really know much about it. I didn't get much help, so I had to kind of learn as you go. The first year, I was lost about half the time, but the fair came off and it was successful, and I really felt pretty good about that. And the fair bug got under my skin, and it's been there ever since. I just love the fair. I love talking about the fair. I love doing things with the fair. We've done some great things here. We had an old covered grandstand, and the timbers were rotting away. We tore that down and we put up a grandstand that was made of pipes and planks. Served us for many years, and about 12 years ago we put up the new all-modern aluminum grandstand. That was a high point. I happened to be lucky enough to be co-chair of that grandstand building committee.
Two people can play these silly games.
Okay, these are chicken strips. 5.
The latest exhibitor that just brought a sample up was from the Farmers Cafe. Just before that, we had the Bethany French fry booth. Then earlier we had Mia Manja from the Italian wagon down there, so they've got a lot of Italian specialties. PJ's Concessions has the cheese curds that you tried. And first we had Tracy's Tasty Treats, which is a lot of it, you might remember that as the Little Red Shed over in the livestock area. So now Tracy's Tasty Treats is occupying the Little Red Shed. So that's who we've had so far.
Horses has gotten bigger. We didn't have draft horses when I first started as manager here. We got into them many years ago, but we didn't have them at first. We had 4-H horses and standard bred horses, which are the race horses.
Well, there you go. It is cranberry wild rice bread, which is amazing on its own, with turkey and Swiss cheese with our bistro sauce.
It used to be the AGM of Northwood, so this might not be
Well,
fair.
there you go. I was GM.
The sheriff said something about confiscating that for evidence. So.
That is our Snickers pie.
Sheriff's out of luck. His
We
work is
decided
done
this
for
is
the
one
day.
we may not share.
It is not. We've had it for a few years.
Norsky Nook now has brought some of their world famous pie
It is amazing.
and a
The
sandwich
bistro sauce is what
to
really
try.
sets it off with the cranberry wild rice bread.
Those are always good times. We've had never had anybody get seriously hurt here at the fairgrounds. We've had a few exciting times. We had a runaway horse go right down through the midway, and nobody got hurt. A couple people got knocked down, but glancing well. And we had a runaway steer go down through the midway once. Nobody seriously hurt, which is really great. And those are things we don't want to happen.
You can't control everything.
You can't.
Well, you should be scoring. You should add your numbers across, and that should determine your winner. Well, then you'll have to decide. Our latest two exhibitors were from Jay-Z's Snack Shack. They're located right out here, and they've got great funnel cakes and a new, I think it's called a monkey tail. It's a chocolate dipped banana. So you'll have to try that. I kind of doubt where there'll be anything left. And then the Farm Bureau stand, which is also located just out here, has brought a couple sandwiches and some Ellsworth cheese curds for everyone to try. Receiving their food when it was nice and fresh. So if it was hot, for example, the cheese curds, they wanted to make sure they were nice and right out of the fryer, so they had the best taste. Same with the sandwiches. Oh, here comes our next entrance. This is from the adult leader stand right here in the youth building. So thank them for participating, and we'll let him explain to the judges what he's got.
We got bigger into tractor pulling and truck pulling, and we added a second track on the inside of our horse racing track where the poles are held, and this year it's going to be even bigger and better with two eliminators and trucks and tractors pulling at the same time. So
that'll be good.
It'd be a pulling.
Watch out, he's gonna bite you. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Look, that's not my favorite trick. This is my favorite trick. I call it drag the cat. Nah, just that. You guys aren't cat lovers, are you? I can tell. Yeah. No, you are? And you laughed anyway. Oh, that's good. They laughed. You got three, and Mom laughs, so that's cool. We like Mom. I love cats too. Everybody should have a cat. Really, you gotta have something to wipe your feet on when you come in the door. Oh, now she's like, that wasn't funny. She got her claws out. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Second most famous yo-yo trick. Look, it's called rocking the baby in the cradle. Look, you guys, there's a baby rocking the cradle real loud. Big kids, little kids like, everybody go, oh. I can't hear you. All right, check it out. That wasn't very good. You guys are going to have to get louder than that if I'm going to show you more yo-yo tricks. Seeing what happens when everybody doesn't work together. This yo-yo gets all messed up.
And then new management got into the Denver River area, and it's really grown. And people seem to love Denver. So we've always had requests for music, and this year we're going to have a musical program, and hopefully if the people who are requesting music
show up, it'll be good.
Show up, we should feel consistent over the years in the 28.5 to 30,000 attendance. Our goal is to try to get over 30. We eat over 30 once, and then but we usually run 28.5 to 29.5 in 5 days. And this year we're trying some new things so we can keep a better track of our younger visitors, those that are 5 and under. Fun. My wife and family think I should retire, which they're probably right. But darn it, I still love being here, and I had a frustrating day today with some things that didn't go good. But we worked through most of them, and there's only one thing that I don't know if we're solving or not because it's still going on as we're talking, trying to solve the problem. I don't know. I just love the fair. The kids have all displayed at the fair. Many of the families that come to the fair, I've been here so long, I know them. I know the grandparents of the kids that are showing now, or the parents. And it's in my blood, I hate to say it, but it's like an addiction, I guess.
My feet hurt. Really bad.
We're booked solid through all summer long. We are somewhere every week.
Numb. We want to thank the judges, the Barron County Fair, for making our appetizer, Cheesy Bacon Bites, the best appetizer at the Barron County Fair.
Congratulations.
We provided great family entertainment at a low price. And we say, well, that's a pretty high price, folks. It costs money to put on good entertainment for you, the kind you like. So,
I think you've got some things you can hang your hat on.
It's just great. I love it. The fair is in my blood. Enough said.